Tonight, 300,000 people in West Virginia are being told to stay away from their tap water, not to use it for anything, cooking, bathing, washing, anything at all.
300,000 people are being told not to touch the tap water.
State and federal authorities are working around the clock in Charleston, West Virginia, after a spill leaked chemicals into the Elk River.
A chemical spill contaminated the water supply to more than 100,000 customers. That includes homes, businesses, even hospitals.
People are unable to use water for anything. That means no showering, no shaving, no morning coffee, and no idea just how much longer it'll take.
Water in West Virginia is still unusable.
Now it's utter chaos. Eyes burning.
It's a zoo in here, isn't it?
It's a zoo.
If I can't take a shower, it's going to be ugly.
The question, when will this problem be fixed?
They're just grabbing stuff and just taking it out the door left and right.
Government agencies continue to monitor contamination levels. State officials say it could be soon that the water is safe for some daily chores, but they can't pinpoint when.
And it's left pregnant women like 23-year-old Erin Crouch frustrated and frightened.
Is it safe for pregnant women to wash their hands? Is it safe for pregnant women to take showers? And they didn't really specify, they just said drinking.
Recommendations that the state government should take in order to protect the citizens from this type of an accident again.
You know, the more rocks we picked up and looked under, you know, the more we found.
You know, I don't think anyone had any clue what was going on. We just knew that there was a leak at Freedom and that residents weren't supposed to use water at all.
When I first found out about the water leak, I was actually in Ripley working for the day, and it was on Twitter. I'd just checked briefly, and there was a proclamation from Governor Tomblin that said, do not use the water in Charleston. And that was really kind of the gist of it. I didn't know what else to expect, and I was just looking for more answers, as everybody was, I'm sure, but it was just kind of a panic thing, thinking that the water is out. There is no water. Do not use your water.
I was on the set. I was anchoring, as I said. And so I immediately sent a note to our assignment editor and said, you know, check into this. Let's see what this is.
Right. Well, what the chemical spill taught us is that water is extremely valuable, and we just often take it for granted because we have so much of it. You know, if you go out west, they have droughts on a regular enough basis that they understand the value of their water.
Finished anchoring the rest of that segment of the newscast. During the commercial break, came out, checked in. We'd gotten a little more information. We'd confirmed that, yes, this came from the governor's office, and it is a do not use order.
The folks at the university here approached me about teaching and sort of helping to direct an censor journalism class. I've been doing some censor journalism projects in the past, and they thought that would be fun.
It was pointed out to me by a visiting scientist, and he has spent a lot of time out west and here back east. And he's like, the one thing that you notice when you go out west is that every hotel, every place you go to has fountains, has water fountains. And when you come east, nobody does. And the reason out west is that they want to show you that they have water. And they have water in abundance. It's a very deep psychological thing. What happens here, where we get a lot of rainfall, we take water for granted. We're rarely under water stress in terms of water quantity stress. We just have so much water, and that water has a dilution value to it, so it dilutes our pollution. But what we saw from that chemical spill is that when we don't have water, it creates a serious, serious situation, and not one that's just, oh, environmentalists care about it.
Which is different than a boil water advisory, which is, I think, what a lot of people maybe wondered at first. You know, is this just a boil water advisory? We get those all the time. And it quickly became clear this was not a boil water advisory. This was something much more serious.
Everybody cares about it. Citizens care about it. Businesses care about it. It's wildly important to us, and we see it when we realize it when it's gone or when it's not available to us. That was the first thing that the chemical spill told us.
I actually thought that the best way to do this class would be to use a new DIY almost sensor, cheap water sensor that was developed by a guy named Don Blair. And this little water sensor, it's only, right now it's like 80 bucks. It's going to be even cheaper once you can mass produce it.
The second thing it taught us is that we have to be protective of that water. I mean, we have to be protective of that water because so much of our state, so much of our businesses, our economy depends on it. It is not just people who care about the environment. They care about the environment because of its value to the people that live here. So we have to be protective of it. And that doesn't mean saying nothing can happen around water, because again, there's so much water that's not even close to possible. But we do have to be vigilant when it comes to being protective of it.
But it just makes it so simple for anybody to check out the conductivity, the temperature of a stream or a river, and maybe be an early warning system for pollutants in the water or irregularities going on, and that could warrant further investigation.